In 2002, elections were held in Iraq, and guess who got 100% of the votes? Saddam Hussein. Of course, no big surprise there. But nothing like that could ever happen in our country, right?
I think the American people are owed impeachment proceedings in the House of Representatives.
Those who criticize the Patriot Act must listen.
Year after year within this happy grove, our fellowship ends thee for a space.
A world where you only have choice on the surface, but in reality, you're a complete and total slave on a global plantation.
People need to understand this administration lied to the nation about 9/11.
Terrorism must be looked at from all points of the globe, not just America.
I tried to warn the American people of the dangers that I saw emanating from this administration.
The war on terrorism is a thin cover for the war on dissent.
They'll swear up and down a bill is going to give you more freedom, and it's actually giving you a lot less.
So to all the tyrants today and all the tyrants back in history and the tyrants to come in the future, you will be defeated.
You have the spirits of evil working in the leaders and in the politicians and in the generals. Working with them, you have nothing but evil.
You need to answer real questions instead of lying.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society. It's so secret we can't talk about it. What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild. Sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web. Number 322.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were something secret I could manifest.
322, a secret number?
There are all kinds of secrets.
If this were a dictatorship, it's a heck of a lot easier. Just so long as I'm the dictator, 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 I'm the dictator.
American dictatorship. What is an American dictatorship? Well, it's the system of power, the system of control, our real form of government in this country. The American dictatorship is the powerful global corporations that own and control the military-industrial complex, giving you false choices so you think that you have a decision to make in the 2004 election. But either way, a blue blood from the East Coast wins.
Those guys were both members of the secret society at Yale, right?
I have on my website, Infowars.com.
So we're not getting this new guy is no better than the old
Here's
guy.
the deal. If you believe Reuters, they're third cousins. If you believe the Associated Press, they're ninth cousins. They're both ninth cousins to Hugh Hefner. They're members of the same secret society, only 15 members each year, which admittedly was set up in 1832 to overthrow the U.S.
And we only have 800 living members of that organization, but you can count their members as 3 presidents, 8 CIA directors, many of the heads of the Fortune 500. And they work in concert together to bring you the unfolding police state, to bring you these criminal wars of aggression against sovereign, innocent nations.
Bush, Kerry, and Hefner, odd cousins.
Oh, you found it.
News.
Well, understand, anything I spew out is documented up one side, down the other. I don't care how crazy it sounds.
You're right, though. Check this out. Hugh Hefner was quoted as saying, "I would be delighted to invite President Bush and Senator Kerry for a family reunion." CBS News confirms that Bush, Kerry, and Hefner are cousins.
It's very important to know that this film has been made in the course of the last 12 months. And time again on my own syndicated radio broadcast, and as we made this documentary, I said, look, it's going to be Kerry. Even when Dean was ahead of Kerry, I said it's going to be Kerry. Think of that. Out of 290 million Americans, we have 2 people from the most elite secret society in the United States, only 15 members tapped or chosen each year. And this is who we get for our presidential candidates. Out of 290 million, 2 people from the same organization that just chooses a couple people every year. It's absolutely incredible.
Can you guys open website audio up on the air?
Actually,
you can go to Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com right now. Scroll down and it says Skull and Bones, and you can play the clip of Bush on Meet the Press a few weeks ago saying, it's so secret I can't talk about it.
Okay, let me play this.
Yeah.
See if it works.
Yeah.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild.
I'm sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322?
First of all, he's not the nominee. And, look, I look forward...
Are you prepared to lose?
No, I'm not going to lose.
Kind of skipped over it, didn't he?
Well, he just said it's so secret I can't talk about it. Now go down under that.
Oh, so he was serious? I thought he was kidding.
Under that is Lord Kerry on Meet the Press about a month earlier.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were something secret I could manifest.
322, secret number?
There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking the country. We can do a better job, and I intend to do it.
He laughs, too.
Wow. Do you know what's interesting about that clip? They both gave the same
answer,
short answer, and moved on to the next subject with a chuckle.
With a little chuckle in between.
No, I'm saying it's all staged.
That's pretty weird.
So we have these cousins who are members of the same secret society who have sworn an oath to each other above all other oaths. And they admit, even in the mainstream media, but laugh and say, oh, it's no big deal, that these so-called leaders engage in bizarre occultic rituals. And it's so weird that the general public has trouble even interfacing with it. There's kind of a cognitive dissonance that we don't want to believe it. We cannot ignore it. It's right out in the open.
What about the Skull and Bones?
Skull and Bones obviously gets a good deal of attention simply because A, it's secret, and B, the members are people who often turn up in high places later in life, and we'll certainly hear lots about it this year because both George W. Bush and John Kerry were members. Most of the conspiracy theories that are out there now tend to place a lot of emphasis on the notion that there are interlocking secret organizations that hold the real power in the world, and because of its secrecy and because of the elite background of many of its members, Skull and Bones is a prime candidate for that.
Well, this isn't just the Skull and Bones when they're 22 or whatever. This is when they're old men at Bohemian Grove. And the point is, in the Trio Network documentary from my footage, they admit, yes, Mr. Jones got the ritual, yes, we're doing this, but it's just for fun. Well, the point is that it's a ritual about not having a conscience. It's the cremation of care.
Boy, I wish I could have that one.
Alex Jones has been talking about this for quite a while. The Bohemian Grove, of course, is a privately owned redwood grove up in Sonoma County, north of San Francisco, where every summer there is a get-together of the wealthy and well-placed, all male, who get together for general cavorting, socializing, lectures, symposia, and so on, in an atmosphere that is completely removed from public scrutiny. Alex Jones and some others have suggested for a long time that there are all sorts of nefarious rituals that go on.
I woke up one morning to learn that I had been attacked for an hour and a half on C-SPAN by Brian Lamb and some professor. And the professor gets up there and says, well, Mr. Jones claims he snuck into this place called Bohemian Grove, and Mr. Jones claims all these wild things. Look, I have the video. They admit I snuck in. It's been in the major newspapers on the West Coast, the San Francisco Chronicle, the newspaper there in Santa Rosa, the Press Democrat. And I snuck in, and here were our so-called Christian conservative leaders worshiping Moloch.
Year after year within this happy grove, our fellowship bends thee for a space. Thy malevolence which would pursue us here has lost its power under these friendly trees. So shall we burn thee once again this night, and